And we've got Chris Hoyles up here with us, together with Rick Dempsey. Chris Hoyles, who was a big-time catcher for the Orioles in the 90s. Chris, first off, what are you doing now since you've been retired? I mean, like right now, this year.
Well, we have a lot of things going on. Working with teams, lessons. We do a lot of baseball lessons. We opened up a baseball academy up in York, Pennsylvania called Gold Glove Sports Academy. Do a lot of lessons, work with teams, have travel teams out of there. So we work with a lot of them in tournament baseball. So a lot of baseball in my life right now. Following two of my boys that play. Dalton just got done at Shippensburg University his freshman year. And my middle boy, Derek, just finished his sophomore season in high school.
You know, Chris, just to change the page a little bit, we played a game last week, and I don't know if you were watching the Orioles play then. We had no fans at the stadium. What would you have felt like if you showed up to play a big league game and there was no fans out there?
Probably the same way you would, Rick. No, it was weird. You know, it was different when you seen it on TV, and you know, I did watch it a little bit just because I wanted to see what it was like. I mean, unfortunately, with everything, for the reason that it had to be that way. But you know, I thought that the players did a great job of kind of turning it into you know, signing autographs and throwing the balls in the stands. And you know, it definitely wasn't a comical time in the city of Baltimore at that time. But I think as a player, you know, Rick, as well as I do, you just try to keep normal as you can. And, you know, I'm sure it was weird for them as well.
Chris, Grand Slam home runs was sort of your forte when you played for the Orioles. You hit one to win a game in extra innings against Seattle. You hit two in one game against Cleveland. How about some of the memories of those magical moments?
They're special. You know, anytime you can hit a Grand Slam and help your team win is special. But, you know, the one here was kind of a really weird game because it was back and forth, a high-scoring game. And I was able to do it in the bottom of the ninth with a full count and 2 outs and win a ball game. But the one in Cleveland was very special because I had a lot of friends and family that went to Cleveland. And to be able to do it in front of them was very special also, especially at that time with my hip the way it was. Playing time was kind of diminished a little bit. So to be able to do that at that time was special as well.
Chris, talking about home runs, the Orioles now have a catcher, Caleb Joseph, that's been hitting a few of those home runs. And you knew what that felt like. I wasn't a home run hitter, but you could bomb the ball back in those days. And he now, you know, learning to catch, but then being a power hitter at the same time. What are your impressions of Caleb Joseph right now?
You know, I like Caleb. I think he does a great job. I think that he's really worked at this position. You know, I think that his makeup, he wanted to do it, he wanted to learn, and he's kind of learning as he goes. But being able to work with Caleb a few years ago, and you know, you see the passion there, and I was happier, one of probably the happiest people when he got called up, and especially now to see what he's doing both offensively and defensively.
Chris, you got a big break when you were traded to the Orioles, at least in my opinion, when they traded Fred Lynn to bring you over. And you were part of some of the championship teams there in 96 and 97. Tell us a little bit about what it was like playing for those teams.
Well, it's special when you make that run, especially like it has been here the last couple years. You know, it's a special season, not only as a player, but fan, the city. Everybody kind of gets wrapped up in it, and then you get caught up in it as a player. And, you know, you just go out and have some fun on the field. And, Rick, you were part of that as well as far as the World Series team. You know, you just get caught up in the excitement. And I think that, you know, when the Orioles have been back in the playoffs the last couple of years, you can kind of see the city of Baltimore and the fans and the excitement and everything. As a player, you feed off of that. So it was special times in 96 and 97 being able to be a part of that.
You know, something you've been hiding from me is that you've got a little bit of thing of golf going on right now. What is it about golf? I've never even heard that you played the game of golf.
Well, I play the game, Rick, but I've heard that I'm not playing with you. I heard that you're pretty good. So, no, I play. I'll put it this way: I have the clubs, and I got balls, and I have the attire.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if I have game. But
what's your handicap now?
The game.
The game.
The game. No, I do a lot of. I do a lot of.
Nervous there for a minute. I thought I was going to have to.
Well, when you hit it 200 straight and 200 to the right, that's part of the game, and then you got to make up. But Now, I work at a course now, and they say, just pretend you're a golfer, and what do you like? So I end up mowing the rough better than I do the fairway, because when I play in the rough more than I do the fairway, so I manicure it really nice. But no, I do a lot of golfing events for charities and through the Players Association and all that, and a lot of great events, Little League and different things with Cal and all that. So I go out and hack it up a couple times, and then they think about inviting me back the following year.
Chris Orioles with a great career with the Orioles, part of the 96 and 97 championship ball clubs. Always great to see him. He was with Fred Valentine tonight, and also Tim Nordbrook signing autographs out there on Utah Street between 5:30 and 6:30.